Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good Tuesday. Not that bad of volume right now in the market. We've got a few big things that we're watching. A lot of gappers this morning, so it's looking pretty good actually. First thing, watching EKSO here looks pretty good. Gapping up from 182 to 218, 182 to 218, with a high of pre-market at 238. Keeping an eye on that one. You can see HEAR, which is Turtle Beach, originally gapped up to 37 before giving most of it back, and it's sitting at 32.75 now. So it looks pretty decent as well. Let's see, we got a few other stuff that I'm watching. Let's see, we have MNK gapping up from 24.35 to 28.05. We have VCEL, VCEL gapping up from 10.20 to 12. We have Etsy gapping up from 42.43. A lot of movers. I'll go ahead and add my watch list to the chat. Here's my watch list thus far. See if we can get anything else moving. Trying to get in touch with Mitch here, so just give me 1 second, guys. We go ahead and text them. All right, but yeah, we got a lot of decent movers today. Let's see if any of these are actually tradable. MNK is tradable, good. VCEL, VCEL is tradable, nice. EKSO, what? EKSO is still not tradable. That's like my favorite one. Kind of bummed out to hear that. HEAR is tradable. Etsy's tradable. CHKE is still not tradable. TWLO is tradable. NPTN is tradable. GIMP is tradable. GERN, GERN is tradable. So yeah, most of this stuff's tradable today. Kind of bummed out about EKSO. I'm just gonna have to get over it and realize I can't trade it and try to move on, find some other stuff that I can trade. Let's see what else we got here. All right. So good morning, Missouri. Good morning, Baked Benji. What's up, man? Good morning, Lucas. Good morning, Selly LPN. Good morning, D Champion. Good morning, Netron. Abdul. Good morning, brother. Seven. Good morning. Adelie. Good morning. KC. Good morning. What's up, guys? Hope everyone's doing well. All right. So today is a day that I'm going to be trying to use larger sizing here. I figured I'm going to try to calculate how big of sizing I'm going to use with each of these stocks just so I can be prepared to use that bigger sizing. So I have to kind of look at the range. I'm also going to be looking at the ATR, which is the average true range, to try to get a good idea of what the range should be, what kind of moves I should be trying to take on stocks like this. So let's see if it'll let me add this really quick. It won't let me add it. That's weird. But yeah, I'm looking at the average true range. I think in this one, I could probably go ahead and take 100 shares. It's moving in about 50-cent increments, so 100 shares would be doable. I'm trying to write it down for a decent move, depending on the volume. I can't trade EKSO with HEAR. I'm thinking about 75 shares with HEAR just because it moves pretty quick and it's a $32 stock. MNK. Same thing, probably 75 shares with MNK. Etsy, let's see, maybe 50 shares with Etsy just because it's a pretty fast mover. MPTN, same thing. So yeah, just trying to work out which ones I should be using. What's up, Michael Pellini? John, good morning. Oh. Hey, what's up, brother? What's up, man? Hold on, let me change it to so they can hear you. All right, there you go. They should be able to hear you now.
All right, guys. How we doing?
What's the
I'm
volume sound like?
excited.
Let me know how the volume is, guys.
Yeah, mic check, guys. Mic check.
So the volume's looking pretty good today, Mitch. A lot of movers, even though not a lot of cheap stocks, but a lot of bigger stocks are moving. Um, just about to go over the news.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm a little late. I had to do some errands because of my trip tomorrow. So had to take care of some errands. I actually had a friend that was gonna watch my cat, but looks like he backed out. So
He
I
bailed
had
on
to
me.
get some Rover. I don't know if you ever heard of it. This website is called Rover.
Uh-uh.
Pretty much just takes care of your pets for you. It's like kind of like the Uber of pets now, pet sitting.
Yeah, see, man, I love animals, man, but my wife is allergic to everything. Like, literally everything. We've gotten a dog before,
Yeah.
and she was pregnant with my son at the time, and the dog would eat all my wife's underwear, and so my wife hated this dog. She truly hated this dog, and I like trained him to do all kind of stuff. He could like dance and speak. He could like bark on command. He could sit, shake, do all this cool tricks, and then we had to get rid of him. He's at my dad's house in Louisiana now, just because.
Hey, well,
Well,
at least he's still doing all right.
right, but yeah, my wife's too allergic to everything, so
Yeah,
couldn't do
not
it.
eating underwear anymore.
Right, she would rage out, man. Just pregnant, rage out. He would just eat all her stuff, and it just turned out bad.
You guys, if you ever need some pet sitting, that Rover, I'll put up the site, guys. Need some pet sitting, get on that Rover.
Yep.
All right, so what's the news looking like, brother? Fill us in.
All right. So let's see. We got VCEL, EKSO. I'm gonna look at VCEL really quick first. VCEL.
All right.
All right. So VCEL doesn't look like it has any new catalyst unless something came out. Yeah, something came out yesterday. So yeah, the company beat Q2 estimates. Let's see. Yeah, the company beat Q2 sales estimates and raised the 2018 sales guidance. And so good second quarter results for VCEL. Looking at EKSO, it's probably my favorite stock under $10, but it's not tradable, unfortunately. And so watching EKSO, but I can't trade it. I still look up the news, though. So yeah, EKSO shares are up following news that Ford is rolling out the company's ExoVest wearable technology, and they are rolling it out globally to aid worker fatigue and injury. So partnership with Ford. I don't know which Ford it is. It could be the car company. It could be. I know there's another stock with the actual ticker name FORD. And so it could be either one of those, but a partnership with that company. And so EKSO is gapping up. Also looking at MNK. MNK looks okay here. Gapping up from 24.35 to 28.15. So almost 100% gap up here. Let's see, they got earnings scheduled for August 7th, which is today, so I guess it had good earnings. Yeah, so the stock is up 14%, around 14. No, it's up way more than that, actually. Oh, I don't know why I said 100%. That's completely false. It's up $4. It's almost up $4. I don't know why I said 100%, but yeah, it's up 14% pre-market after the second quarter. Yeah, if it was 100%, it'd be at like $50 right now. But yeah, it's up 14%. Good second quarter results. And let's see if I can find anything else. And I can't. That's all I really see. The only thing it says is it's up 14% after good second quarter results on MNK. One I'm really curious about is HEAR, which is Turtle Beach. Have you noticed that one moving today, Mitch? That one's actually moving a decent amount.
I'm looking at that daily chart. Man, this thing after the reverse split, just not looking back, guys.
Yeah, I mean it hasn't had anything out. Well, actually, it had something out yesterday.
Yeah, it did that 1-4 split. on April 6th, and ever since then, just been shooting up through each level. Now, one thing that has happened in this stock is there's been lighter daily volume every single time it's been making its move up. And I've watched this stock trade very often in the last probably month, and I can tell you guys that it has a tendency of doing morning spikes, a little fade, and then in the afternoon, probably around like 10 or 11, start turning trend and start going positive for the rest of the day, guys. So that's just something to look out for. If you look at if you look actually like at each day, and you'll see it. There's a spike, and then there's kind of like a little fade, and then the next day it spikes, little fade, and kind of the same thing on each day. So that's kind of the pattern that I'm going to be looking at for today. I expect a spike, and then maybe a little washout, and then maybe a little hold. So if I do trade this stock, it lets me know that if I am playing on the downside, it needs to be really quick. I can't be looking for an extended play down. And on the upside, it lets me know that I should maybe really be careful if I'm going to play this stock on the upside at the beginning, seeing as it goes up and straight back down at the beginning.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's one of the key things to look at stocks. And sometimes they make the same move every day.
Right.
Maybe there might be like one slight variance, but if the stock is making that same move 4 out of the 5 days, you should somewhat kind of keep that mentality when the stock opens to see if it follows that same pattern.
Yeah, I mean, HEAR, what happened, it beat the quarter two estimates because it had a surprise profit. So it was profitable when people thought it would be break even or not, or at a loss. And so it raised outlook above the street view. And it was up 11% originally off of a halt. Then the company stated it had second quarter sales that increased 218% to 60.8 million from last year. And it also topped the Cap IQ mean for 47,900,000. So technically it swung to a net income of 40 cents per share from a 57 cents per share loss last year. And it also beat the forecast. And so it moved a lot. It came right back down to 33, but it's still gapping up about $2.65 here from 30.35 to 33. So we'll see where this one goes. Really interesting. It's moving a lot. Another one to look at is ETSY, Etsy. A big gap up here from 42.43 to 47.95. Let's take a look at Etsy, ETSY. So I know they're changing the buy ratings and stuff like that. It probably had some news out yesterday, I'm guessing. So positive earnings. They raised the forecast in its earnings report. So Etsy reported second quarter net income of $3.4 million or 3 cents a share on revenue of $132.4 million. Analysts expected profits of 4 cents a share. Of 127.1 million, 10 cents a share earnings a year ago. So yeah, Etsy added 5 million to its revenue guidance range from last year, and so that's why it's up a ton like this. Also looking at CHKE, I remember mentioning this one yesterday. I had a feeling it would try to break 1 sometime. I thought it may do it yesterday during market hours, but it turns out it just ended up spiking up huge. And after hours and pre-market, it's up to 114 now. Reached as high as 130. Still not tradable on TEFs, but it is moving, so that's one to keep an eye on as well. Also looking at TWLO, it's a little bit more expensive of a stock than what I usually trade, but it doesn't look too bad here, gapping up from 63.27 to 72.93, almost $10, $9 and something. And so TWLO, big gap here. Let's see why it's gapping up. We'll see why it's moving like this. So good second quarter earnings estimate and strong quarter 3 in 2018 guidance. So another earnings play. Another earnings play on TWLO. Looks decent. Also watching NPTN. You can see at the top right chart here, NPTN gapping up some as well. I think most of these are earnings plays. Yeah, so quarter two earning estimates beat the street expectations, and the company issued mixed guidance for the third quarter. And so NPTN had better than expected quarter two results as well. A lot of these are going to be earnings plays. Another one I'm looking at that's gapping down a huge amount is ONCE. See ONCE gapping down from 77.61 to 53. So massive gap down. And I'm sure this is probably earnings related as well. Let's see if I can find it.
Yo, I have lovely landscaping people outside, so I'm gonna be a little muted for a second.
Yeah, no worries, man.
All right.
All right, so yeah, ONCE had poor second quarter results. It's not really saying much else about it. They put out some press releases. I don't feel like reading them, but I know it's gapping down a huge amount because of poor second quarter results on ONCE. And so we'll see where this one heads. Another one that's gapping down is GMPE. Gapping down from 734 to 510. Looks interesting. I've traded this one before, and I usually like the way this one moves. All right, so the FDA wants more data from GEMP and amends and extends deal with Pfizer. All right, so yeah, so GEMP shares are down because the company made adjustments to its Gemcabine deal with Pfizer, and Pfizer now has the right to terminate the deal if the first sale has not occurred by April 2024. So they amended their deal with Pfizer, and now the shares are down for GEMP. And then the last one I'm looking at is GERN, GERN, up from 381 to 394. Excuse me. In pre-market. And so we'll see where this one goes as well. I guess I can look this one up, but I think this one's just up on kind of momentum here. It moves a lot on an everyday basis typically. So yeah, nothing new out on GERN. And so yeah, that's my watch list for today. Not that bad of volume, to be honest here. We got HEAR, a few other stuff that's moving. Gonna be looking for that VWAP fade setup and to be into effect here. And we'll see how that works out. I should be able to use a little bit larger sizing today. A lot of volume. I'm kind of ready. I've kind of calculated how much sizing I need, and that's really what I'm going to focus on today is using bigger sizing and see how that works out. Let me catch back up on the chat. What's up, Seven? Good morning, brother. Watching S. Sprint. S is Sprint, isn't it?
Yo, Seven, my man. You gotta hit me up. We gotta get a nice beer in Denver, man.
But yeah, we can watch S for Sprint as well. It's from 565 to 612. Doesn't look too bad. What's up, KC Mac? Man, you just got all kind of noise coming from your side, Mitch.
Oh, I'm muting myself.
Yeah, no worries, brother. What's up, Huguetes? Good morning, good morning. Yeah, watching CHKE. BLRX, Michael. Yeah, BLRX gapping up. I seriously doubt I can trade it. It looks like one of those stocks that I just can't trade. Oh, I can trade BLRX. Okay, I'll watch this one. Interesting here. We'll see where this one goes. What's up, Arian's World? Good morning. Tiny. You're good, Tiny. No worries, Tiny. No worries. Don't worry about it. Good morning, Daniel. HMNY, CHKE. HMNY sitting right around $1. Or no, sitting right around 10 cents, actually. I don't like trading stocks this cheap. Just too sketchy. For me, at least. BLNK. What did BLNK end up doing? I stopped watching the market generally after after I'm done trading, unless I glance at it in after hours. But yeah, BLNK is definitely one to watch. See if it fades back down after this big move yesterday. So definitely watching BLNK actually. Looks pretty good here. Definitely gonna watch this one. Let's see what else. Sonic says he's down 60K today. All right, Sonic. Tiny, I don't know whether Sonic is trolling or whether he's being serious. What's up, NYC? Yeah, no worries, NYC. Good morning, good morning. What's up, Trader Donkey? How you doing, brother? Felix, good morning. Matt, good morning.
Sonic's that kind of guy that paper trades with 20,000 shares.
Yeah. No, Sonic's cool. I like Sonic.
Nah, hey, I mean,
he's the neighborhood
power to
troll,
you,
man.
Power to you. You can make 100,000 in a day. You can lose 200,000.
I like Sonic because you never know if he's serious or not. You know,
You
most of the
never
time,
know,
most of the time he's not. But you know, he could be. You know,
Right? You never know. One day he shows us his account and you see a
right,
$200,000 gain.
right. You see, he really has been taking $100,000 losses in this market. What's up there, Brian? What's up, Brian? How you doing, brother?
Yeah,
all
Sonic
right.
just gets bored.
Yeah,
He
man.
makes millions of dollars, so he comes in here and trolls us.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get it, Tidy. I'm just messing with him. I gotta mess with Sonic. He's the friendly neighborhood troll, you know. And it kind of gives some comedic, you know, like it kind of helps me relax. Gives me a little bit of humor in the morning, you know. So my wife. So apparently, remember how I was talking how my coffee was terrible yesterday? Apparently, I've been using that French press thing wrong, and my coffee's way better today. I actually like this French press.
There you go, Baked. Use the link. What did you use? The TradeNet link?
Hey Baked Benji, I've actually been having problems. So email me, or send me a message, Baked Benji, in my Twitter account. It's at Beginner Trades. I've actually been having problems. I've had a lot of people tell me they're signing up through my link, but it's not actually crediting me with one of the specific links. And so send me a message on Twitter, and if you truly went through the link I sent you, the 10% off link, just let me know on my Twitter account. It's at Beginner Trades on Twitter, at Beginner Trades. But yeah, let me know, because I've been having some problems with that link. And they keep telling me, no, you know, all these people are telling me they signed up, and they keep telling me, no, you just haven't made any sales. But then I have all these people signing up, and so I don't know what's going on. How about Facebook at Beginner Trades? Beginner Trades on Facebook. I don't have an Instagram. Yeah, that's right, Daniel. That's what I'm using, man. My wife told me how to use it, that French press machine. And it's good, man. It's good. I'll take it. You know, I like it. Man, you gotta mute yourself when you're typing, man. That thing's like sounds like somebody's murdering me with the keyboard here, man.
That's what happens when I actually want to type fast. It's just like
sounds like somebody's murdering somebody.
Yeah, those mechanical keyboards. At least I know when I hit the button, though.
Right. And Baked Benji, when did you sign up? What's up, Outsiders? Did you sign up yesterday? Because I already checked it this morning. It didn't credit me for anything yesterday. But seriously, if you could do that for me, Baked Benji, and kind of help me out with that, like, I really appreciate it. Just let me know if it's, there's a few things. If it's your first time signing up, for a TradeNet package, let me know. Because that's the thing, like, the guy keeps telling me that, oh, no, really, it's kind of weird. So, like, it's kind of weird. The guy said, originally when the guy sent me a link, it had somebody else's name. He was like, yeah, John, here's your link. You can get people to, you know, people can sign up through this link and get 10% off. And then when I clicked on it, it would say somebody else's followers, like so-and-so trading's followers, but it wasn't Beginner Trading. And then I told him, I was like, hey, this isn't my name. This isn't my channel. My channel's Beginner Trading. And he's like, oh, okay. And then he fixed it. But since then, I've never had anybody sign up through that link. It always says I don't have anybody any signups through that link, and so I feel like they're still funneling those signups to somebody else's random account that doesn't, actually get, the signups don't count, and so I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, I don't put anything in my coffee. I just put, milk. That's it, just milk. What's up, Lindsay? Yeah, man, we're always talking about coffee in here.
Yeah,
It's
gonna start a channel on reviewing coffees. Yeah.
man, I would put out the worst reviews ever. I'd be like, it's good, it's good. I like it,
I could just imagine that channel, that guy just caffeined all out. Yeah, this one's really good, guys.
Right. I would make a channel and it would be like a 10-second long video, and I would just be like, it's good. It's not good. It's good. But really, I think all coffee is good.
Oh, I'm all about that Cuban espresso. Cuban espresso.
Oh, man, I don't know. That's too serious for me, man. I just like regular coffee.
Oh, if you never had a colada in your life, oh, man. That is like, it's like coffee in your veins, man.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying, Tiny.
All right, guys. I'll be right back. Just right back. Gonna get some orange juice.
GBR. Yeah, man. I'm kind of sad though. All my viewers like left me. It's like I go on vacation for a week. Before I was having like 250 people in here and like everything like that. I go on vacation for a week. Everybody's gone, man. I only got 100 in here now. Yeah, Dano, that's kind of serious, brother. That's kind of serious, man. But yeah, so look at Etsy here, guys. Etsy's starting to spike up here in pre-market. Etsy running up almost to $50 here. I think it's going to test 50 sometime today. Looks really interesting. But yeah, we got a lot of movers here. ONCE is continuing to get rejected at that VWAP area, ONCE. Doesn't look too bad here. That's rough, Lindsay. Maybe it is the coffee chatter. But ONCE getting rejected here at 54. BLNK. I'm watching BLNK for that VWAP fade here. It's underneath the VWAP now. If it can hold under that and then wash out under 4 in the morning, I like it down to maybe 380 or this 350 level right here. See if we can get a washout back down to those lows. MNK. Let's see.
All right, guys. I would like to talk really quickly. I'm going to be starting a lot more kind of review videos and also a new series teaching you guys certain things like level 2 time and sales, computer setups to hotkeys. I'm going to be doing a couple episodes. Should be probably, I'm thinking probably about like 5 or 7 episodes. Should be coming out sometime next week. I'm thinking Monday. I'm going to be making a couple of them, and they're going to be coming out weekly on Mondays. And that way you guys can go ahead and see this new series that I'm going to be starting, learn some new things.
Yeah, man, everybody go check out Mitch's channel. He's going to be he posted a video yesterday. I shared it on all my pages, but it was a pretty good video. It's definitely good here.
Yeah, one of the key things I'm going to be trying to do for you guys is making short videos, kind of really good content where you guys can go to it for about, 10 minutes, probably 10 to 15 minutes max. And that way you guys can go ahead and learn something, check it out every day, see the review, learn from my trades, and always leave comments on anything you guys have, any questions, and I'll go ahead and I'll get back to you guys.
What's up, Princess? Welcome, Princess. Appreciate the sub, Tommy. Yeah, I mean, with regard to views, I mean, I'm not. Here's the thing. I'm not. Of course, I want my YouTube channel to be successful and everything, but my main thing is just being a successful trader, and I think that's why I'm. I think that's why I'm a little bit different. Of course, I want my YouTube channel to be successful, but if I had to pick where I could have like a YouTube channel with like millions of dollars or with millions of subscribers or be a successful day trader, I'd probably be a successful day trader just because it's what I'm more passionate about. You know what I mean?
Without a doubt, I'd rather live under a rock and be trading.
Right. Trading's
I'll pull
just.
a Patrick.
I was trying to explain it to somebody. Trading just kind of grabs you in, man. Trading, it's one of those things that it either just pulls you in, or you're kind of indifferent about it. You know what I mean? It's one of those things that just kind of pulled me in. But today I'm going to be trying to use a little bit larger sizing here. I've kind of been, you know, it's time for me to use bigger sizing. One thing, my losses are bigger and my winners are smaller, which means, you know, when I'm taking losses, I'm letting them go on too far, and I'm not using big enough sizing for my winning trades. And so I got to focus on that, but it'll be all right.
Yeah,
What?
gonna be real quick, guys. Today, I'm probably gonna be leaving a little bit early. Probably get out of here like at 10:15. Definitely not trying to stay till probably 10:30 today. I gotta do some things. Gotta go get a haircut. Some things for the trip. I won't be trading tomorrow, guys, as I'll be flying. I have an early flight. We'll probably land there at 10 a.m. But that's their time, so they trade over there at 7:30. We'll definitely be ready for Thursday and Friday with you guys. Coming to you live from Denver.
Denver, huh?
Hey, Denver, guys. One of my favorite cities in the world. Some of the best beer, some of the best buds, some of the best views in the world.
That's right, that's right. Look at TRXC, though. TRXC, man, gapping down from 539 to 450, and then all the way back up to 5. Looks a little sketchy, but I'm definitely watching it here. Leandro with the VWAP. I think my VWAP, let me see. My VWAP is at -2 + 2. Here's what my VWAP is set to. Yeah, I bet. Dally Day says, I'm in Denver right now, dude. Come to my favorite coffee shop, Sapor. Hey,
Let's do it. Let's check it out.
Meet
Let's
up,
check
man.
it
Meet
out.
up. Yeah, one day we'll have like a fan meetup if it ever grows big enough, you know.
Oh, without a doubt, man. One day we're gonna be trading side by side, man.
Right, for sure. Yeah, I was telling Mitch about it. Like, I'm right on the border of profitability. Like, I can see what I'm doing wrong, and I can see, you know, it's all about the true way to be a profitable trader is just to back test a strategy with edge. You have to find a strategy with edge. Most traders aren't back testing. Most traders are just, you know, a lot of times you got to mute that, man. That's so loud.
Yeah, it's just my mic. It got moved a little closer.
Nah,
There you go.
you're good, man. You're good. But no,
There you go.
most traders aren't back testing their strategies. Most are just they're learning a strategy online and they're just using it with real money without really back testing it. Back testing it's super important, and that's something I've kind of learned. You got to back test it. If you don't back test it, you're just flipping a coin. You know what I mean? You have to back test your strategy. That's the most important thing because you don't know whether it's going to work or not. You can see a strategy online and say, yeah, that looks like a good strategy and everything, but if you don't back test it, like I said, you're just flipping a coin there, you know? And the good thing, you want to find a strategy with good risk reward. So even if it only works 50% of the time, you're still going to be profitable in the long run. And I think those are the two biggest things is look for good risk reward setups and back testing those setups. I think that's the most important thing you can do for, you know, to get better at trading is doing those two things.
Yep, data, man. I mean, you take trades every day, guys. If you don't know the trade that you took last week, there's a problem there, guys.
Right. Well, when I back test a strategy, a lot of times I use on demand and I go back and I just trade. Like, one thing I've been doing lately is I went back all the way to last year, to this time. So I went back to August of last year, and then I recreate the opening bell and just try to trade based off that. And I just trade that. I look for one specific setup and I just try to trade that setup, and then I mark how many times it worked and how many times it did not work. And I did that over and over and over again until I have enough statistics to kind of show, okay, this setup does have an edge. 7 out of 10 times it worked. 3 out of 10 times it didn't work, but that's still a profitable setup, and so forth and so on. And so that's kind of how I approached it. But, as long as you backtest it in one way or another, you should be okay. But you got to backtest it in some way.
I'll be watching Dish Guys also, just because it's made a pretty good run these last couple of days, and I'm very bearish on this stock. So
Yeah, Track Racer. I went back in time using Thinkorswim's on demand feature. It lets you go back in time and retrade any market day. And so I go back in time to this same time last year, like August of last year, and I just trade those. I look for watch lists, and I just trade those, to emulate what I'm doing here. Really good practice, but it's what I've been doing. All right, guys, market opens up in 20 seconds. Watching TRXC, MNK, HEAR. All right, here comes the bell. 5 seconds, guys. Good luck, everyone.
all right, let's do this, guys.
There's the bell. There's the bell. All right, we got VCell at 12:05. We got HEAR dropping down some at the open from 33 to 32.67. We have GEMP dropping, Etsy dropping. TWLO isn't really decided yet. We got ONCE. We got BLNK. All right, so the name of the game is bigger sizing today, guys, and that means I might take a bigger loss, and that's okay, because at this point I need to use bigger sizing to take bigger gains out of the market. And so, I may use bigger sizing today. I really don't want to hear any criticism if I take a bigger than usual loss, just because that's going to happen with bigger sizing. But I should be making bigger than usual gains as well. And so we'll see how this works out.
VSO up there to a now high, over the pre-market high.
It's up at 1240.
Yep.
Etsy spiking up some as well. Look at Etsy here. Up to 50.49, 50.50. It cracked 50 here. TRXC falling down some. GEMP. Yeah, no worries, Skynet. Good morning, brother. Good morning, man. Right, for sure, Matt. I've come to expect it. But one thing that happens a lot is that I have profitable day. I have a profitable day, profitable day. Don't kind of crickets. I hear crickets, and then I have a losing day, and everybody comes out telling me what I did wrong, which is fine. I kind of set myself up for it streaming, but. All right, remember, Mitch, remember what we talked about, man. Let's wait for the stock to break that big support level, and then that's when we take our shot.
Yeah, 935 is our real key zone where we got to find that stock, and about right after that is when we're looking to get in.
Watching GEMP.
first 5 minutes, guys, find what you're willing to trade. Look at the setup, know the volume, know your levels, and then try to hammer down.
Looking at GEMP, Mitch, GEMP.
It's not a bad idea.
Also looking at BLNK here, although it may find some support at $4 even. So watching BLNK as well.
All right.
Looking at ONCE, TWLO. All right, so BLNK just broke this support level here at 413. Gonna look for a spike up there. Watching GEMP and BLNK.
I see that gap.
Watching two of these pretty closely here.
I like that gap.
Yeah, man, it's not looking bad, brother. I just want to see it spike up a little bit more, get up to that 470 level, and I'll consider jumping in.
Yeah, I'm looking for 75 or 78.
All right, here goes BLNK. Spiking up some here. Want to see it spike up a little bit more.
I'm also watching Dish here in the 36 range.
I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Good to see. I was scared these would spike up without me. So back here, watching TRXC as well. BLNK. TWLO looks like a beautiful. Look at TWLO, man. TWLO actually looks really good here. It's a little bit more expensive than I'm usually trading. There goes BLNK. Just didn't give us that entry, really. TWLO looks halfway decent, though. Still can look for a bounce to the VWAP on BLNK. Big wash. Just didn't give me that entry, but it looks okay here. VCell has been riding the VWAP all morning. Looking at TRXC here. TRXC bouncing right to that VWAP area. That cracked it. I don't like it anymore. MNK spiking up. Kind of watching Etsy for a VWAP bounce here. Etsy, ETSY.
Man, VSO updated 13 now, guys.
And that VCell was running, man. Last time I looked at it, riding that VWAP nicely.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a miss there on the long side there. Should have been watching that one a little bit more.
BIOS, AMRC. Both spiking up here. Keeping an eye on Etsy though, looking for a bounce, maybe back up to that 49.30 level for Etsy. Still in a bearish trend. BLNK just didn't really give us that spike to the VWAP that I was looking for here. And neither did GEMP, which is okay. Got to stay selective in this market. TIS.
All right, watching Dish here.
GEMP ended up washing, just didn't give us that entry. It's not just about the direction the stock makes, it's about whether it gives us an entry into these stocks. And so, haven't gotten an entry yet on any of these ones I've been watching, but they are washing out. Man, Etsy's just tanking, filling some of that gap. NPTN. Yeah, my Thinkorswim lagged a little bit, man. That's the frustrating thing. It just kind of resumed. I just noticed it. All right, so here's the spike back up on Etsy here. Want to see at least get up to 49.
Missed my entry there on Dish. Was thinking about taking there at 36s, but I thought it was going to get a little bit closer.
Oh, look at
came back down.
Oh, I'm kicking myself. Look at HEAR.
Yeah, I seen it go down there. I was waiting for that pop back at 936, but didn't get all the way up there to where I needed to get to. So I'm looking for this next bounce. 32.59 is where it needed to go. The earlier one at 934 was a little bit better, but that spike at the open, I've been seeing a lot of those spikes at the open and then the VWAP fade, and that can get a little confusing there.
Right.
Because it's kind of like a fake out long washout.
Right. HTC, HTZ, ODP. HTZ running up here, Hertz, Rent-A-Car. Riding the VWAP really nicely there. ODP, PPDF. Alright, still waiting for this bounce on Etsy.
NPTN guys on the long side, looking good.
Man, Etsy just can't get up to that VWAP area. Just no entry. It looks good, but it just didn't give me an entry here. It's kind of a 1 minute pullback on the short side. Just didn't get up to that VWAP area like I was looking for originally, and now it's completely washing out. Probably going to break the lows here and continue. Here it goes. Yep. Not too bad. Just didn't give me that entry. Got to wait for that entry, guys. To be honest, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. I got prepared today to use bigger sizing, and none of them are really fading to the VWAP today, which is okay. It's all about being selective.
Man. Yeah, that's what it's about, bro. Remember, it's not about just sizing up. It's about sizing up in the right trade.
Right.
That's really what you got to stay remembering here. You know, you want to size up, but it needs to be the right setup. You don't want to size into the wrong setup, lose a big amount, and completely kill your confidence.
Right. No, 100% agree, man.
We don't see it. We don't see it, man. That's it.
Only one I'm looking at now is GEMP here.
The funniest thing is that's the only one I'm looking at also, John. That's the only one on my screen right now that I'm looking at. The only problem that I'm seeing is we got a little bit of volume there at 425 there. So it needs to come all the way up to 463. Then you can risk off of 76. trying to see if there's anything else out there.
Still got time, man. We still got time.
Yep. Let's take it easy.
Appreciate the sub, Philip. Welcome, brother. Appreciate it.
Wow. I broke out of its range and is actually still going bullish, guys. That stock is something else.
Yeah, man. It really is. Trippy stock. TEUM Bitu, TRXC, testing 5. Appreciate the sub, Dally. Welcome, brother. Appreciate it, man. Still got time. Still got time. Just looking here. I think that's the biggest thing, though, is that you just got to be selective, guys. TEUM tanking here. Yeah, I see that, Tiny. EGLT Jazz. Just low volume. It's sub 50-cent stock. It's just not my style, honestly. Yeah, almost took GEMP here.
Twillo is going down, Sean. It just went up and down. Still in a range. I don't see any edge pattern there, at least for right now.
Yeah, the only time I would like that one is if it gets to the low of the day at 73 and then bounces back to the VWAP is kind of what I'd look for with that one. TIS. V-Cell finally dropping under the VWAP here. And TWLO tanking pretty hard. Etsy washing too. Gotta see that bounce back to the VWAP with some of these though.
Yeah, that 13 was really a hard rejection there for Visa.
Yeah, it was. So what I'd like to see with Visa is a pullback down to the $12 area and then a bounce back to the VWAP. SeaWorld spiking back up again. SeaWorld just broke the high of the day. SEAS. SeaWorld breaking the high of the day here. May look for some VWAP rejections. If I do take those, I'm going to use some small sizing on TWLO for this VWAP rejection. We'll see though. Giving it some time.
All right, guys, watching I for my long strategy, guys. Seeing it hold these 24s pretty nicely. So we got the little move to the VWAP that I like to see on that 2388. Now we get this little fake little breakout here. I'm looking for it to hold in the 24 range for about 2 to 3 more minutes, and that's probably when I'll start getting in. and looking for this move right back to the high of 24.36. I'll take a look for Givo for you. I got you. Just give me 1 second.
GIMP spiking back to the VWAP here.
72.
PTGX, look at PTGX. This thing's starting to run here as well.
On Givo, if you're long at 372, I could see, yeah, definitely. If 365 is more than enough space there, I think even 370 is fine there. And you can look for 380s to take first profit, and then I would look for a run into that high of 396.
Man, Etsy's just not giving me an entry. I've been watching this one all morning. It's been washing out. Overextended gap up setup, which is what I usually trade. But just no entry thus far. I want to see it get up to this 48.50 level. If it gets up there, I'll take a small position, try to ride it down to the low of the day at least. TWLO spiking and maybe BLNK spiking to the VWAP. These are two I'm watching now. BLNK up to 392. If it can get up to 4, I may consider taking a small position on BLNK. TWLO had the spike to the VWAP. There may be a VWAP rejection in play here. ONCE getting rejected hard at the VWAP. NPT in. A few people talking about that one. NPT in. Big move all day today.
Look at X-Ray. This comes back to the VWAP one more time, I would be looking to short it.
Man, that's a big gap. All right, there goes BLNK. I'm going to take a starter position here with 100 shares on BLNK with the spike back to the VWAP. Giving it a little bit of time here. If it breaks 405, I'm out. It's up to 4. I don't really want to see it get squeezed up here. I still got some time. It's up to 403.
I broke out there, guys, from that hold on 24. It went up there to the high, pretty much just right before the high, 24.34.
There's a
Let's
wash.
come back and hold the 90 MA.
There's a wash on BLNK. I want to see it get rejected here at this VWAP area. I'm in with 100 shares. Entry of 394.
So what's your reward? What's your risk here?
My reward is 383. My risk is 409. Didn't quite get the entry I wanted. Probably should have waited until that bounced a little bit more to the VWAP area.
It's one of the keys is you're doing a one-to-one trade, if not a little bit lower than even that.
There's the drop. Yeah, that's what I noticed it after I got in. It was a nice bounce to the VWAP, but
it's not a bad trade. The only thing is remember how tight you need to be on it.
Right. Etsy just continues to fall here. All right, so here's the test of 4 again. I think really if it breaks 4 cleanly again, I'll just jump out. Getting right around 4. I got to cut my losses quickly if it starts to spike here. Hand over the cover button.
I have orders out on MPTN.
Yeah, my thinkorswim's lagging a little bit again here.
There you go, guys. Got short 830s on MPTN.
All right, so there's a double top on BLNK. Look at TWLO, maybe a VWAP projection here, maybe on TWLO. TTOO, also moving here, TTOO.
Risking off of 840 here for MPTN. About half share size. Need to get confirmation from the level 2 and time of sales. Yeah, got squeezed out, guys. Small loss there. Not really seeing much out there. Feel like I chased that one. Saw a little bit of a level 2 slide there at 28s, 828s, and then they were adding there at 830 on the ask, but it turns out it probably was the buyer sitting there, had both sides. It's back up there to 844 there, guys. Holding strong.
Little bit of a triple top here on BLNK. If it can continue to hold this area of resistance, I'm liking it more here. The biggest problem is it's sitting right around this area for a while now. At this point, I could comfortably set my risk at 404, which it's testing now. I'm out. It started to get squeezed up there. $7 loss. I don't know how I feel about it. Maybe I jumped out too early, but you can see that squeezing candle there. If it stopped me out there, I'm going to be frustrated. Watching TWLO. Alright, I'm going to jump back in BLNK here. I think it's going to wash. It's got a lot of resistance above it, and so I don't mind jumping in here with 100 shares. Setting a little bit tighter stop at 405. I might be chasing here. I think I just got spooked out of it a little bit too soon. Also watching Etsy here. Going to see a bounce up to 48. If Etsy bounces to 48, I might consider jumping in.
Yeah, whoever got that VWAP rejection on here, that looked good there. I just missed it. 74, 45s. That was a beautiful, beautiful time to take it there. It's right back down to the support, and it's looking like it's going to break the support on TWLO.
Yeah, there's that VWAP rejection. See, I really was watching that one. I just, honestly, I don't have as much confidence in the VWAP rejection as the VWAP fade.
Without a doubt.
PTGX, look at PTGX, really starting to run here.
Remember, this one faked out a lot of traders yesterday, guys. PGTX.
ONCE down to the low of the day, ONCE. But yeah, kind of kicking myself for not taking this TWLO VWAP rejection here. Beautiful example of it. Bullish, breaks under the VWAP, rejected, comes back down. All right, there's the move on BLNK I was looking for. Gonna try to let it come back down here. It's down to 288.
Good trade.
286. Appreciate it.
Wasteman though. he got in on that TWLO at 74.
Nice.
You still in BLNK?
Yep.
All right.
See if we get a low of the day crack here.
See, that's why I think today is a perfect example of on BLNK that you've been trying to rush in a little bit on the entry, and that's why you got stopped out early. Your entry should be at VWAP, not below it. So one of the things you got to start doing is just setting your order entry at the VWAP and just sitting back and seeing if you get filled. If you get filled, you're in the trade. If you don't, then just let it go, man. If it holds down there in the 390s, then it just curves down there. It gives you no range to make profit. But if you got in here at 4, you could be already taking some profit here.
Right.
I think that's the real key with this trade. Guys watching EXSO also.
EKSO?
Yeah.
I don't think it's tradable, but
yeah, just looking at it, guys, just calling it out there. It's just holding really well, but really nothing much out there, guys. I'm not seeing anything that I want to jump in here. Maybe MPTN if it doesn't go long. I tried it already once. Gonna get at that looks like it's gonna get that up 3 on MPTN.
Volume kind of dying down for BLNK. Spread's getting a little worse. TWLO bouncing back to the VWAP here. See if we get a little bit better wash on BLNK now. Trying to hold patient.
MNK 2961. Let's see. It's not too bad.
ONCE bounces back to the VWAP here. ONCE.
All right, I'm looking for one more attempt long on MPTN. One more attempt long on MPTN.
All right, there's a spike in BLNK. I don't like it as much now. I may add a little bit to it here, though. Actually, I don't know why I said that. So, I don't mind it here, actually. I don't mind adding and setting a risk at $4, but it's up to $3.95. And so, ultimately, I got to be a little bit careful with this one. What do you think about adding here, Mitch? I'm kind of torn.
On BLNK?
Yeah. It held that support, though. That's the biggest problem I have with it right now.
Yeah, it's too tight of a range, man. I don't think you're giving yourself your entries right above there, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think you're giving yourself enough range there. It's kind of one of those trades that I would just
hold it out.
if you're looking for that support break and you didn't take profit at that support break or that support touch, then you got to look for the support break.
Yep.
If you took some profit there, let's say if you were like 400 shares deep and then you had taken 200 shares off, then I would say it's okay to add those 200 shares back up here because you've taken some profit. But what you don't want to do is add to a losing position or add to a winner that could possibly get you that 85 back. But if you add here and then you get a little spike up to the 97s,
I gotta exit.
Stop out.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. So you got to know, like, kind of look at it like a completely new trade. Would you take it right here on the short side? That's what you got to ask yourself.
Probably not. Not good enough risk reward.
Exactly. So that's the real key. Ask yourself that question. When you do an ad, it's almost like a completely new position that you're willing to take.
Right.
I was looking at here to see if it can get up there to the VWAP.
Oh, HEAR does look good. Look at that VWAP projection there, or a VWAP fade there. I like this one better than the one I'm in, really.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it a little bit higher.
It pulled back too much now, but I like the entry right around 30.80.
All right, guys, watching MPTN here. I'm going to see if it goes long here over 837s, and I'll just kind of just let it go and probably explode long on the long side. If it doesn't break out over 837, I'll probably short it again and risk off those 840s again.
All right, so this is the crucial level with BLNK. It has to break underneath this 392 level. You see the support it had here at 392. This is kind of the big level for it.
All right, guys, I'm short there on MPTN there, guys. 830s. Short NPTN. Starting to see these level 2s. Got to be careful with 40s.
I really don't mind here, right here. No pun intended. Doesn't look too bad though.
There's MPTN down to 827s. I wanted to see it make a move to 825s and then crack below that. Profit is going to be around 817, 813.
Yeah, TIS looking weak, sitting right around $3.
All right, so looking for that level 2 washout here. That level 2 washout for MPTN. Looking at the time in sales. Don't want to get back above those 834s. 834s, I got to start really being protective. But if it just goes ahead and gives me a nice little flush, a nice added size here on the short, that can really start crashing down there. There's the 826, guys. Let's see if we get that pressure. There's the pressure on the level 2s. There's the selling pressure, guys. Now let's see if we get the wash.
On MPTN?
Yeah. This is reverse. This is shorting a long breakdown pattern. So it's a long that I'm seeing it break down. And there you go, guys. 810, guys. Looking to take some profit there, guys.
Nice, beautiful, bro. You're getting really good at that backside move on NPTN. Or you did a backside move yesterday. You're getting much better at it, brother. Nice work.
All right, guys. I took 200 there off there, guys. Paid myself already. And now I'm going to let this trade work for me, guys. I took some off there at 814 there, guys. I wanted 810s, but as you can see, it just never gave me a chance there to get filled there. So I take some off on the ask, and just now I'm looking for the trade to work there, guys. The stock has been up on the day, so I'm looking for it to come back down now, guys. Also, one of the key things is I was looking at the daily chart there, guys, and it does have some resistance in that level where it got rejected in, that 840s. And so that's why I went and I just was looking at this stock. I actually got faked out a little earlier, and that's why I'm only up $11. But hey, that's why you stay in it. First trade, I went with 200 shares. This trade, I felt more confident in. It had more of a written out pattern, and that's why I went and hammered it on there, 400 shares, covered 200 shares there at 814, and now I'm looking for a continuous move down to 8. I can maybe add here at 825 the shares right back, guys.
Here's the spike on BLNK. Don't know how I feel about it. I'm probably going to exit for break even if it gets above 396.
So one of the key things I'm really working on here, guys, is that I saw there I could risk 10 cents to make the move to the VWAP, which was going to be a little bit over 15 cents. So that's a 1.5 to 1 ratio. And I'm fine with that as long as it's not a 1-to-1. I'm trying to get away from doing 1-to-1 trades. Just too high accuracy that is needed for you to continuously do them. It's not that you can't, it's more, but just realize that whenever you're doing a 1-to-1, it's more like a scalp.
Right.
Appreciate it, NYC. Thank you, Outsider. And of course, Tiny. All right, guys, looking for maybe an 825 ad. 825 ad there. It kind of went to 822. Was maybe going to add there, but I'm going to go ahead and hold right here. Looking like it's not going to give me my position to add. Where I like to add there is if my support is now becoming a resistance, that's where I'll look to add, because if I added there at 825, I would only go down to about 827, and I can still risk off my original entry about 830, 831. Now we're down to this 814 and getting selling pressure down here at the VWAP. Let's see if we can get back below VWAP and make a move to 8. This is going to be a great video for the level 2 and time and sales series that I'm going to come out. All right, guys, so I'm seeing this pressure come right now on NPTN here. As it approaches 810, I'm going to throw out the order of 8 just in case we get that move where it slides down. I want to be the shares that are down there at 8.
All right, there goes a drop on BLNK. Still waiting for that one. BLNK's got a big resistance here. If it can break 30.80 on the ask, it looks interesting. It's getting close there.
Yeah, what you're noticing, Tiny, why you're saying that 1-to-1 seems to be more luck, and that's essentially what it is. I mean, 1-to-1 trades, you have to be probably about 60 to 70% accurate for you to make money with commissions thrown in there. And that's really the problem, is that commissions, guys, when you lose on those 1-to-1 trades, you're pretty much losing like 1 to 1.5 because of the commissions.
Yep. So you got to compensate
really, I
for
think,
it.
the problem. Yeah, that's really where it comes to, guys. It's not necessarily on the up. You know, when you make your money, you make money. That's not going to hurt you. It's when you actually lose on the 1-to-1 trades where you hurt yourself, because you're not going to make it back on your 1-to-1 win the next time.
Right.
All right, guys. So I got a down 1, up 1, down 2. Probably about like an up 2 right here. I can count that last green candle. And now I'm looking for a move back down to 809. Then it can probably bounce here by the VWAP 814. And then we can look for the flush. It's starting a bearish 1 minute bear flag. Started at 10:11. You get the base, and it's about 826 to 806. So you can look for a 20-cent breakdown when it happens.
All right, so here's the drop on BLNK. Just cracked under 390. It's at 389. Look at PTGX here. PTGX breaking under a big support level over 11. Big support level break on PTGN or PTGX here. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to go ahead and set this stop at 406 just to be safe. I'll be right back.
Yeah, on PTGX at 9:12, that candle was looking to go long and it rejected, and that's why we made our way down to the support now at 1107. I think this still has a little bit of range that it could spike a little bit and then fade. MPTN, guys, great trade there, guys. Getting back in there short there at 8:30, guys. I saw this stock do the one up, one down, two up, two down,
Uh,
three up,
Walked away. There goes BLNK spiking up here.
three down, holding there at 8:28. Should have gone long there through the
Ugh.
8:35s, breaking out through this up there to that 8:48. But since it fails that right here, these two candles, boom. That's what happened, guys. All right, guys. So now I've gotten that next down move there on MPTN there. Now down to 804, 805s there, guys. I'm okay with a bounce now to VWAP, 815s, and then we'll look for the real flush down through the 8.
All right, here goes BLNK here. I don't really know what to do here. What do you think I should do, Mitch? It's up to 4. I walked away and I came back and it was spiking up to 4. Now, it wouldn't be a bad risk reward in this situation. I could set my risk at 405, which is 6 cents away from where I'm at, and a possible reward down to at least 388. And so it wouldn't be a bad risk reward if I added here, plus it's testing the VWAP. But the biggest thing I'm worried about is it getting squeezed over this level.
405 has to be your ultimate risk here. Maybe 406 if you want to wait 1 more cent, but I wouldn't let this get over 406. So you got to take your assessment from there. That's the risk. When it squeezes, it's going to squeeze to 406 and 410 if it does. All right, guys, watching MPTN here, guys, down again at the support there. I'm looking for a bounce probably to 814, and I might even add here on if it gets all the way up to the VWAP.
All right, I went ahead and added 200 shares at 395. That 405 area is my risk. That way, if it gets squeezed up to 405, I'm out. Set a tight risk. Trying to take some bigger shots. If I take a bigger than expected loss today, that's okay too. Just trying to take that shot. Don't know if I should have done it on this one. NPTN looks like a good VWAP rejection maybe here if it gets rejected hard here.
Yep, that's when I start looking for the add. So this is the combination now, guys. I've already gotten a short there on the bull breakdown there, the bull pattern breakdown right here. And now I'm looking for maybe an add here at the VWAP. Oh, look at that. Got that breakdown on MPTN there, guys. Down to 95, 96 there, guys. Looking to take 100 shares here down here. All right, guys. Took 100 shares there at 797, guys. Beautiful trade there, guys. We're up 45. And actually, for the day on this stock, we're up $78. We just took a little hit earlier.
Congrats, brother.
I already closed $45 on this stock. And I have $31 there just sitting there, and I'm up 33 cents, guys, on the trade. Just letting the trade work for me, guys. Now the next stop here, it could probably bounce here to this 813. If it does bounce to this 813, I'll be looking to add my 100 shares right back in here and risk off of 820.
I like it.
Next stop, you guys, is going to be 784. 785 will be my last profit take, guys. That's also the key, guys. You got to know where you want to end it. You know, some stocks are not going to be all-day faders. All-day faders usually happen when they break down at the open, they VWAP fade, and they just keep going. They just never look back. This is more of a long failing to continue its long pattern. So you can't look for too far from the base of the flag. All right, perfect, perfect. Just seeing this MPTN, it doesn't even want to get back above 8. All right, here comes that spike, probably going to come to the VWAP. You see how on the level 2s, guys, for MPTN there, you see 813s here? Those are traders doing the same kind of idea as me. One of the key things to look at the level 2 guys is start seeing where all the major buyers and sellers are on the ask. That starts showing you important levels, especially if they're looking at technical levels. Like you see that order out there just sitting there at 813. That's specifically trying to target that VWAP. Here looks beautiful up there now.
For a fade or a breakout?
VWAP rejection.
Excuse me.
Looking beautiful up there at 31.12s now.
Well, you could set your risk at 31.50 and then your reward at least down to 30, so it doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, you can even do, I think, a little tighter, 43s or 38s. Maybe that green candle there, which is the old base.
PTGX bouncing back to the VWAP here as well. PTGX broke over a whole dollar though, so it may be a little sketchy, but still watching it.
Let's go, MPTN there, just hammering down there in the 795s. Might just crack down here, guys.
Really, I was thinking about entering it if it bounced up to 812 or 810, but I don't know if it's going to get there.
Down to 792, guys, there. I remember what I looked for my profit was going to be 780s, 785. Looking for this move down to this next support level, which was 82, 84. So I'm thinking 85s. Somewhere in that range is probably where I'm going to take my last profit and get on out of this trade, guys.
Yeah, good trade, brother. Really nice.
I might bounce a little here. Let's see if it holds those 8s. This is one of the key things of taking some profit off, guys, and then just letting the pressure just come off. There is tons of times I've traded, man, that you feel like your heart is out of your chest the whole time. You know, that's not the way you want to be trading, guys. You need to start having the ability to, the only time you should be at that amount of pressure is the first moment you enter in a trade, that first little swing, then take some profit, relax, and let the trade work. There you go, guys. What did we get? A bounce to 8 and a rejection at 8 there, guys. It's just following the 1 minute bearish patterns. Now what we got here is down 1, up 1, down 2, up 2. We've made this move down again to 91s. Now we don't want to see the next candle open up and get above 8. If it can open up at 8 and swing back down to those 790s, we can get that selling pressure to knock it right back down to those 780s. And here just broke the VWAP. It's just above VWAP now.
Yep. Looking at this one from 31.38. It's at 31.40 now.
Look at GEMP, man. That thing broke down 420s
I know,
and just
man.
kept going down. I was thinking about shorting those 420s.
So was I. I was thinking about shorting the 450s, but not the 420s. But either way, it looked good.
My problem with the 420s, I knew I had to risk 20 cents on it, and it would have been that 1-to-1 trade to 380.
Right. Yeah,
That's what I'm trying to avoid.
I'm in BLNK, but it's making me more nervous. I mean, the trend somewhat changed, and of course, I'd like to see a wash here. But if it tests 4 and break it, I'm just gonna get out.
Yeah, I would agree with that. With that kind of stock, okay, when you're in that kind of trade for that long, I would not even look at this on a 1 minute no more. I would be looking at this on a 5 minute, and then it looks a lot better. And then it looks like, all right, I can stay calm. I can
Right.
risk off of that 401. I know my entries are right about here,
Yeah, I
and then
do
I
like the.
can watch it.
I like that 5 minute entry. Appreciate the sub, Brianna. Appreciate it. Yeah, it doesn't. It actually, you're right. It doesn't look bad on the 5 minute chart for a VWAP fade. Given at that time here, at this point, I'm in 200 shares. And just trying to see it tank some more here. It's down to 396. Goal at least is take a partial at 388, and then let it test the lows at 383 if it can get that low. But that's a big if. Don't mind holding it here. Don't mind taking $20 loss on the day because I am trying to up my sizing. So right now it's just about whether it's gonna continue to get rejected at 4 and fall, or break over 4 and possibly break out on the upside.
There you go. There you go. Good job. Good job. Good job, Tiny. All right, I'm watching MPTN here, guys. Wanted to reject these eights. If it does bounce up here, it's probably going to get to this VWAP and start playing a little game where it just, can VWAP reject from that 813. But if it just rejects here and comes right back down to the 791, 792, we could get this selling pressure to get to the 780s where I'm trying to take profit.
There goes BLNK dropping down to 94 cents. See if we get that bigger wash here on the bigger scale. There we go. There's the drop. All right, so down to 92, 91.
All right, remember it's coming to that support again, 86, 88 range. Let's see what happens in that. What are you seeing on the level twos there?
Bid is at 89, ask is at 91.
Is there any big seller that went
There's
in
the
there
90.
in the 390s? Is there any big seller that jumped in there at 390s that can help you?
I'm going to take a partial here with 100 shares.
All right, guys, getting a little bounce here on MPTN here, probably to the VWAP right here at 813s.
All right, so I took a small profit on that one. I'm going to let the final 100 shares work and be relatively comfortable in this trade. I took 200 shares. I let it come back down to around the low. That's the level I said. I said 389. I ended up taking a small partial at 390 instead, and I'm going to let the rest test the low of the day. My ultimate goal with BLNK right now is for it to crack under those lows and get down to this 350 level. If it can get down to 350 and crack under specifically 384, it looks much more interesting from 384 down to 350. And I'm going to give it that time. I took a partial, up a small amount. And so just going to let the rest work for me and try to, get a bigger gain out of this one. See if it can eventually crack down to under that 383 level, which has a lot of support. NPTN looking really nice here, bouncing back to that VWAP area.
Yeah, I'm looking for an ad here in the 813s. Needed to get up 1 more cent there. The VWAP's at 812 though, but I saw some pretty good sell volume go in there at 810 when it approached the VWAP. People started jumping in there to add to their position.
Yeah, let's see if we get a rejection back down on NPTN for you.
Letting this candle close here. I want to see this candle close near the VWAP or not above it. There was 2,500 shares that went in there at 810. All right, so now that we got that closed candle there, right there, that's kind of the ad area. I'm looking for maybe a little push to the 12, and then I'd get filled there. Could have maybe jumped on those 810s, but there you go. A whole bunch of greens going through there. So watch the spike here.
There's the rejection back down under down to 809, 808. Not looking bad.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna look for one more touch of VWAP, and if I do get that one touch, I'll go ahead and I'll add. What I see there is like kind of two touches. I look for that third touch to really go heavy on. At Baked Benji, you don't really even have to do the course to get your live account. If you want your live account, I say you give them a call,
Right,
and you let them know that that's what you want and you want it fast, and they'll go ahead and get it to you probably within a day or two.
right.
Um, I always say if it's something new to you, especially TradeNet, it does have some things where you can get blocked on buys and sells if it's exactly at that price. So that's why I say always use the demo.
Yeah. It'll say,
I, yeah,
sorry.
go ahead.
I was just gonna say it'll say order rejected too close to fill price is what it'll say. And so the way I get around that is I just click on the bid or on the ask. So like for instance, if I was in BLNK, I just click the bid, go short, click the ask, go long, and use that route. That's how you get filled quicker. If you just also if you don't put anything in limit price, sometimes it'll fill you if you just click buy at the best limit price. But you know that's kind of how I get around that is I just click the bid or the ask. All right, so NPTN spiking up some here.
All right, guys, I added there, guys. Added there. Now my average is 821. 821, guys. Gonna risk off of that exactly 820. 820 is gonna be my risk. I'm looking for this to get right back down below that VWAP.
A lot of red on the sale time in sales.
Yep, just want to see the flush get right back below VWAP here, guys. Don't want to start seeing this candle close above VWAP. Definitely not going to have this become any amount of a loser. I already secured $45, and that's after we took a hit earlier today. So I'm more than fine with that. I feel like this is a good add and a good position after I've gotten some attempts to that VWAP rejection. I do have a nice resistance there at 820 from that prior 1 minute pattern where it broke down through the VWAP. That's why I'm using that off my risk. There's 819 guys there. Got to be really careful here, guys. I'm going to pay attention to the time and sales here. If I see any sales going through at 820, I'll just go ahead and not get out. Take my profit and be happy with the trade, guys.
There's 390 on BLNK, 389s.
All right, guys, I'm out there. I saw it come up on the level twos. I didn't see any sells there in the 20s, but I saw 1,900 shares that go through there at 19, and that alone got me to just realize that I need to get out of this trade. It's starting to reverse back to the long side. Let me get out, take my profit, and be happy with my trade, man. That's a beautiful $50 trade there. Nice winner. And we had at one point potential to make another $30 there down there, about eight at selling it at eight. Really good potential to maybe get down to that 785, 782 range. But I thought this was a beautiful trade there, coming from 830, selling some at 813, then selling some more at 796, and then selling the rest out as I added to my position, trying to make some momentum shares and stopping out for a 1 cent gain on those last little shares.
Nice work, brother. Good trade.
Yeah, definitely, man. Appreciate it.
So BLNK is down to 389. Like I said, I don't mind holding this one. I've already taken some profits. I don't mind holding it. He hopefully let it test 383. It's down to 388. Really want to see that crack under that 383 level. If it could break under 383, it's got some room. 384, 383, it's got some room. And obviously, like I said, my ultimate goal would be 350s. I'm going to let it test here. It's got a lot of support at 384, so going to let it test that area. There we go, 386. Looking good. Going to let it test again, see if it can really break it this time.
I'm thinking about shorting here at 3103, 3105.
Look at GEMP, Mitch. Maybe bounce into that VWAP area. GEMP.
All right, guys. I got short there at 3104 off of here. I'm risking off of 3126. I only went with 100 shares since I have to risk a little bit more here, guys.
Here's the big level for BLNK. It's right at 385. That big support level's at 384. I really want to see it break here. And, you know, I'm comfortable in this trade. I've taken profits. I'm up enough to where I can get out for relatively break even if it does spike up here. But I really want to see it break that 384 level and continue falling. Goal is 350. It may be a little optimistic, but at least 375. And it's getting close here. Really want to see it test. It looks like it faded twice off the VWAP. 385. We got 385s now. Testing it now. Let's see if we can get a crack here at 385. My entry average is 395, so I'm up 10 cents. I want to see a crack under 384. It's testing it now. The bid is at 384, so really want to see a crack underneath that. And we'll see how it works out. Comfortable in the trade. Probably not going to be a losing day, but we'll see. If it is a losing day, it should be close to break even.
All right, guys, I'm out there. A little squeeze out there, guys. Yeah, I might have given myself maybe a little too tight for this trade. Squeezed out there, lost there $19. That's going to be my last trade of the day, guys, there. I took the trade there because it definitely looked like there was a good spot there on the VWAP there to risk off of. Now, what I can tell with this stock is that it does have a bigger range. So maybe even 100 shares was maybe a little bit too much for me on that risk side. I was risking up to that 24, 25 range. I think it was a good spot to risk off of, but maybe a little bit lower share size. I could have risked off of that 31, 33, which was the red candle there. But I'll go ahead and I'll take that. I'll take my winnings for today. $30 up there, guys. Gonna go ahead and end the day here, guys, and just be happy with a great trade there on MPTN.
Nice work, brother. All right, so I'm still holding BLNK. It's at 386 now on the ask, 385 on the bid. I don't mind a little bit of a bounce here, but I don't want to see it bounce too hard. And yeah, at this point, I'm still comfortable in it. I'm able to get out if it starts to go against me quickly. But yeah, like I said, I really want to see it break 384. It's right around that area now still. And so I still got a little bit of time. Biggest problem is the volume's a little low, and we might need better volume if I want to see it crack under these lows. It's up to 388 now. Don't mind holding this one. Comfortable in the trade. It's not going to be a big loser, I don't think. And I can get out for relatively break even if it starts to spike up here. Biggest worry is the volume. I think it needs a little bit of volume to break these lows. So hopefully some trader will jump in and help it crack these lows. But like I said, excuse me, my voice is going out. Relatively comfortable in this trade. Already taking some profits and just trying to let it work here. Get under that 384 low. See if it'll fill some of that gap. '90s flashing on the ask. Gotta watch it here. See 90 flashing on the ask. Man, my voice is going up. Excuse me, guys. HTZ spiking up big. HTZ, somebody mentioning HTZ in the chat. Man, look at HTZ today. Just strength all day. Bouncing off that VWAP. Yeah, the next walkthrough video, I know I haven't uploaded one in about a week. Man. But the next walkthrough video is going to be on that VWAP bounce. So if you look at HTZ here, you can see bullish pattern, pulled out back down to the VWAP at 1775, and then just a nice bounce and a continuation bullish pattern for the rest of the day so far. Up to 388 on BLNK. Don't want to see it break 390. If it breaks 390, I'm out of there. Look at GEMP, Mitch. GEMP pulling back some here after a big bullish trend all day. Look at PTGX, Mitch. PTGX doesn't look too bad either. It's testing that VWAP area now. There's 387 on BLNK. $384 on the bid again. Let's see if it tests it here. Really want to see it break. There we go. There's a nice drop. 385. Beautiful. Here's the test of 340 again, or 384 again. You see that crack? 383. There's the break. Down to 382. Beautiful. Let's see if we get a little bit bigger crack here. Now, next level is I want to see this previous low right here at 384 turn into resistance at this point. It's up to 382. Now, I want to see that level hold as resistance, and I want to see it crack these 380s. And if it can't, I'll probably just jump out. Watching it pretty closely here, hand over the cover button. On BLNK. It spiked up to 386. Back down to 384. Back down to 383. Like I said, that 384 level needs to turn into resistance at this point. It's right around the low of the day. Big level here. 383. Looks much better on the 5-minute chart, but still watching it pretty closely here at 383. Want to see it actually make a bigger move down. Watching the level 2 fairly closely here. Back down to 383. Want to see this area hold. 382, nice. Let's see if we get that crack. 381. Let's see this move. Up, spike back up to 386. And I'm out. All right, I'll take that. That's fine. I just didn't want to see any bigger move up, and that's okay. So got out for $7 on the day profit. Small gain, but it could have been a much bigger gain, and that's ultimately what I was going for. It could continue to come down here. That's fine, but I'm probably done trading for the day, getting out for a profit, even though it's a small profit. But like I said, I want to see that 384 level hold as resistance, and it just didn't quite do that when it spiked up to 386. And so what I don't want to hold through is another bounce to the VWAP at $4. And that's fine. The volume's just a little bit low. And that's okay. Got out for a small profit on the day. That's 2 profitable days in a row. I'll take that, although tiny profit today. EKSO. Yeah, EKSO. Look at EKSO for a VWAP rejection here, Mitch. I don't think EKSO is tradable for me. Yeah, it's not tradable, unfortunately. Yeah, see, there's the bounce up to 389. That's just not what I wanted to hold through. Nice little VWAP fade. This is the beauty of VWAP fades here, is that even if it doesn't crack the lows, you still get out for a profit. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and close the stream down now. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I day trade live on stream every weekday morning, starting at 8:45 a.m. market time, and stream until about 10:15, 10:30. Let it run a little bit longer than usual today. Also, if you want to do me a favor and help support this channel, click the like button right now on this video. Our gains may be small sometimes, but we're actually streaming live, walking you through these trades live as they happen. And so if you want to see how a trader works to becoming profitable, this is the best place to be, in my opinion. Like I said, we day trade live on stream, let you guys see all our trades live. We can't hide anything from you. If we take a loss, you guys will see it. And if we have a winning trade, you guys will see it as well. And so I hope you guys can appreciate that. And yeah, good luck for the rest of the day. Mitch, you want to post your link in the chat, brother?
Yeah, I already just posted the link up there, guys. I'll be putting up my review video shortly, probably within the next 30 minutes, guys. Look forward to that review video on exactly my trades. This one's going to be a little bit longer since I had 3 trades. I want to show you guys every single trade I take, my winners with my losers. I don't want to just review my winners and then you guys don't know how to handle your losses. So you guys will see that coming out, and definitely look forward to seeing you guys over there. Subscribe, hit the like button, and always, guys, I'll be here to help you guys out. You guys can always reach out to me at outcometrading@gmail.com, guys. Like always, you guys, outcome in, outcome out.
Appreciate the sub, Benjamin. Welcome, brother. Appreciate it, man. But yeah, good luck for the rest of the day, guys. I got out for a small profit today. That's the second green day in a row. Hopefully we can go on a little streak here and, do some good stuff here. I told Mitch yesterday, I'm right on the cusp of becoming profitable. I can see it in my trades where it's kind of starting to click, and it's just I understand when I should add to my position and all that stuff, when I should take partials. And so now it's just about using bigger size. I think we're right there, brother. We're right there, man.
Hey, things are looking bright, man. Things are looking bright.
Sure.
The future's looking good. We're working hard, developing our strategy, and the real key is that every single day, guys, we're coming in with a plan and trying to execute that.
That's right. But yeah, guys, good luck for the rest of the day. Have a good one. I'll see you all tomorrow at the same time.
I'll be traveling, guys, so look forward to seeing you guys on Thursday, and look forward to putting out a video on traveling trader, guys. A traveling trader.
See what the day in the life is like. Have a good one, guys. See you tomorrow. Safe travels, Mitch.